Welcome to science class. Today's topic is an introduction to matters. Let's start. By the end of this topic, you should be able to 1. Explain the particle theory of matter. Describe how particles are arranged and interact in solids, liquids, and gases. 2. Understand changes of state. Explain how changes in temperature or pressure affect the behavior of particles and led to changes in states of matter. 3. Relate properties to particle forces. Connect the properties of different materials to the strength and nature of the forces between their particles. Particles and matters. Everything around us, whether it's a solid, liquid, or gas, is made up of tiny particles. These particles are constantly moving and interacting with each other. The particle theory of matter helps us understand how these particles behave in different states and how their arrangements affect the properties of materials. State of matters. Solids. In solids, particles are tightly packed in a fixed three-dimensional structure called a lattice. These particles vibrate but stay in their fixed positions. As the temperature rises, the vibrations become more vigorous, but the particles remain in place. When a solid melts, it turns into a liquid. Imagine heating up an ice cube. The fire increases the temperature around the ice. As the ice melts, the particles are no longer fixed in place, but move around more freely. They collide with each other and the walls of their container. Although they are more spread out than in solids, the particles in a liquid are still relatively close together. This is how ice melts and turns into water. Gases. Let's say you continue heating the water, the particles will change again. In gases, the particles are much farther apart and move rapidly and randomly. They spread out to fill the entire space of their container. The distance between gas particles is much greater than in solids or liquids, allowing them to move freely and quickly. And this is how steam is formed. Properties of materials. The properties of materials depend on the type of particles they are made of and the forces that hold these particles together. Strong forces. If the forces between particles are strong, the material tends to be hard and has a high melting point. For example, diamonds, steel, and ceramics have strong forces between their particles, making them hard and durable. Weak forces. If the forces between particles are weak, the material may be softer or exist as a liquid or gas at room temperature. Substances like water, soap, and oxygen gas have weaker forces between their particles, allowing them to flow or expand to fill a container. Electrical conductivity. Materials that conduct electricity, like copper, have particles that can move freely and carry an electric charge. Copper wire, for example, has free-moving electrons that allow it to conduct electricity efficiently. Thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this video and learned something. If you have any questions or would like me to cover a specific topic, please leave a comment. If you like the channel, please click the subscribe button. I will keep making videos like this.